So classes I mentioned for this particular lesson, you're going to be learning about Google Docs. So like I will be clicking the Google Apps icon, and then I will have to choose Docs so that I can use the Google Docs interface. And of course, it will be loading. So that's why right now, as you can see, slowly the Docs or Google Docs interface is being loaded on the screen there. And then what you have to do, since we're going to choose a blank sheet of, I mean, a blank document. So click the blank icon here. So start a new document. Then we click blank. Afterwards, it should redirect you to this particular, this particular page or web page. So it says there, it says untitled document. Okay. But for now, let's say I'm going to put here application letter. Let's type it again. It's going to be a job application letter. Okay. So that will be the name of the file. And as you can see, it said there saved to drive. And last edit was seconds ago here. So that means this is already on the Google Docs app, and you don't have to save it anymore because it automatically saves your work. Next, you also have the different menus. So there's still file, edit, view, insert, other down to the other menu items. And of course, if you have file, there will be the different menus or the commands under the file menu. Okay. Next, there are also your tools found in the toolbar. So you have undo, redo. Okay. So if you're already familiar with Microsoft Word, obviously it is indeed very similar to Microsoft Word, but this is Google Docs version. So let's type first. Of course, in every letter, you should have the date. So let's see, I will type the date now. It's September 17, 2021. There's IntelliSense, so you can just press tab to accept that, no? But if you don't like it, you can always press Control Z and continue. Then I press enter twice. Then let's say I will be applying, or let's say the person who is writing this letter is applying for a job. So let's say the name of the person he's applying for is Mr. Mark, example lang, no? Mark Zuckerberg. Okay. Then let's say, let's just pretend he's the HR manager. And then, of course, Apple. Say Apple Incorporated. And then the address. So let's just choose an address. Example, it is in Silicon Valley, California, United States of America. So USA. Just an example. And then, dear Mr. Zuckerberg, you usually have an opening remark. So like, let's say, good day. I would like to apply for the position of web developer. Example lang, web developer in your prestigious company. Attached herewith is my resume for your reference. Likewise, I will be available for an interview upon your request. And then you can put here, looking forward to your favorable response. Respectfully, yours, Bill Gates. This is just an example, no? So, applicant. Okay. So, now notice that it always says, what's this? Someone chatted. Okay. So, it always says, last edit was seconds ago, right? That means it already saved this version. Okay, next. So how about using the tools? Let's try formatting this letter. So first, let's use, so this is also what I want to teach you class now. You can press, let's check if it will work. Control and this brings you to the end of the document. Control home, that is on your keyboard, no? Press the control key and the home, HOME, that brings you there. The other one is control and the END. Okay. Next, press the shift arrow, then I mean the shift key, then the down arrow key. That will highlight line per line. So I'm teaching you about navigation keys, no? Using the shift button or the shift key down to the last line. The other one is control shift key. This selects per word, word per word. Okay. If it is, again, that is control shift right arrow key, I select one word at a time. If I press the shift button and the right arrow key one at a time, it selects one character at a time. Again, shift and then the right arrow key selects one character at a time. So let's type it here so that you'll get to remember. So that's shift plus the right arrow key selects one character at a time. At a time. As opposed to the control shift. So let's try the other one. So you have control shift key. This and of course the right arrow key, it selects, let us see. So it selects one word at a time. Okay, so that's the difference. Right, so this is, what is this for? This is for the navigation keys. Meaning, without using the mouse, you're able to use shortcut navigation keys to use your, or to write your document. So another is the shift plus the down arrow key. Down arrow. Okay. Selects one line at a time. So in other words, so it could be any arrow key, huh? So it could be up, down, left, right, as long as it is an arrow key. Okay. Any questions so far about the navigation keys, class?
None po.
Okay, thank you. So now let's proceed. After that, I'd also like to introduce, there are other shortcut keys aside from this. So I believe maybe you're already aware of this. Control B. This is for boldface. Then Control I for italicize. Control U for underline. Okay. So again, you will work faster if you will be able to use your keyboard more than you have to switch from mouse to keyboard. So these are formatting shortcut keys. Okay. So if you need to format, this is what you can use. So let's try them. So the first, remember, shift. Then you can select the entire line. So shift, and let's try that again. Shift down arrow. Okay. Then control B for bold. Okay. The other way is you can just use this tool if you don't like using your keyboard shortcuts. Next, we also have italicize. So if I want it italicized, control I. So this one. Let's try that. Control I. So it's boldface and it's already italicized. Okay, so it's leaning to the right. Okay, now if you want to undo what you did, meaning it was an accident, you can just press the undo key here, and then you will be able to recover the previous state it was in. Okay, so I clicked it. So there you go. My italic format is gone. Next. So let's try another one. Bold again. So control B. And then also for this, control B. So this is a format wherein I'm using formatted characters. The same with this. So this time I can do that. Now, what if I'd like to change the font? Okay, the font face. So another is 1, 2, 3. If you'd like to select everything, there's also the edit menu, and then you have to click on select all, or the shortcut is, let's try that again. So this is the edit menu, and then you have to click on select all. Okay, or the shortcut is control plus A. So let's try it. Control A. There you go. I was able to select everything. Now I want to change the font. Instead of Arial, I want it Georgia. So if it's Georgia, there you go. I have a different font base. And I can increase or decrease the font size by choosing this. Plus sign increases the font size. There you go. Or I can decrease it using the minus sign. Okay. Now let's go further down. So it's already too big now. So I can just type also, say, let's say it's 12 points, enter, and then I should immediately, so it has to be selected first, type 12 in the font face tool. And there you go. I have 12 points. Okay. So what else? I also need to put the closing remarks as boldface, so control D. Okay. Now, about formatting Okay, what about the underline? Let's say you want to underline web developer. Just as an example, Control U, there you go. It's already underlined. Now, the other is if you'd like to underline it using the underline tool over there. Okay. Next, what if I would also like to have a title, like for this? Sometimes some people put subject, okay, subject, and they put here application for web developer. Okay, so you can highlight this. So I use Control Shift, and then I can make this also centered. So like this, it's now centered, right? But if I want it aligned to the left or to the right, I can also do that. Okay, so you just have to click this tool, which is the formatting tool, and just select like if it's going to be to the left, so you just put it back there again, and you can make it boldface also if you like. Then what about the other one? Let's say this one will be leaning to the right. So I use the align tool, right align. This one. Shortcut is Control Shift R. Okay, so now it's right aligned. Now, if you want it justified, like the body of the letter, highlight, and then choose the last one, justify. Okay, so now that's the justify. So let's try that again. Control Shift J. There you go. So it's now justified. Okay. Now, what about the signature? This one, if you'd like to put your signature up, because this we're not Bill Gates. Let's just change it. Example, Billy Gates. So then you can actually insert a picture if you like now, an image, provided it's already in your computer if you have a digital signature file. Okay. Now, for the others, what they do is they draw. Yan. Kaya lang I suggest you should use a tablet, a drawing tablet, so that it's easier. Okay. So, just an example. So that's just an example of the letter using Microsoft Word. Now, let's say I want a header. So I click insert header. So header. Let's say I want to put a logo for my header, just an example. So I click image, upload from computer. I should have the letterhead. Just a minute. So let's say I want to use the logo of CCS. Maybe this one pala. Alphabet logo. Ayan. So let's say I want to use that. Just an example now, but this is used by employees of Our Lady of Fatima University. So there you go. I now have a header here. Okay. And if I want to put a footer, like the page number over here, I can also do that. So insert footer. Okay. So we can put a page number. So like insert page number. Okay. So let's say it's at the bottom. So like this. Ayan. So if there's another page, like for the resume, you can put it there. So I'll just have to press Control Enter. So see, I have another page. So just to make this quick, because I don't want to use too much of your data. Okay. It doesn't work here. Okay, it only works in Microsoft Word. Anyway, so let's say the resume will be here. And then I have another page. See, I already have page 2. So it automatically inserts page 2. Okay, so again, where can you find that? In the insert menu. So let me clear my annotations. And based from what I've just shown to you, so today I've explained to you how you can actually use the Google Docs document, how to write a letter using Google Docs, how to format the characters using bold, italic, underline, and you can also format the paragraph either left align, right align, center align, or justified. And I taught you how to use the header by including an image. And for the footer, I taught you how to insert a page number using the insert menu. So this is your lesson about the Google Docs, particularly formatting the document and inserting your header and footer.